When you think back over the last 33 years and think about the most popular music group over that time, you could make a strong case for the Beatles. But Lisa Gibbons is here to make the point that what's popular with the fans isn't always popular with the Grammys. Right, Lisa?
Well, let's talk about the Beatles. Remember, the Beatles were it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were the thing. In their heyday, they monopolized the popular music charts, including the most consecutive #1 singles. They broke records for album sales, TV ratings. They became movie stars and had their own cartoon show. They achieved a pinnacle of artistic and commercial success. And none of it helped on Grammy night. Audiences loved them so much, they had 21 #1 hits, more than any rock group in history. But it was a different story on Grammy night. Yep, the Beatles only won 4 awards as a group, and they encountered some pretty hard nights in the process. In '64, Hard Day's Night lost as Song of the Year to this.
Hello, look who's here, darling.
And they didn't get any help the following year. Help lost as Album of the Year to Old Blue Eyes with September of My Years.
The warm September.
The Beatles were to encounter some additional losses that Grammy night. That year, they also lost Best Vocal Group Grammy to who else? The Anita Kerr Singers.
It's not unusual to go out at any time.
Later made regulars on the Smothers Brothers show, the Anita Kerr Singers beat out the Beatles with their song We Dig Mancini, placing these polyester-clad pop performers in the annals of music trivia. It wasn't in the cards for the Beatles' Grammy luck to come alive in '65.
Yesterday.
There are currently 2,500 recorded versions of Yesterday, placing it in the Guinness Book of World Records. But did it win a Record of the Year? Nope. Instead, it went to Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass with this. 1966 wasn't much better for the British rock group, who was up for contemporary rock and roll recording with Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby.
It got edged out by the new vaudeville band with this.
Winchester Cathedral. You're bringing me down.
In 1968, the Beatles lost again with this #1 hit.
Hey Jude, don't be afraid.
They weren't alone. Hey Jude and this famous Simon and Garfunkel hit.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Lost as Song of the Year to this.
God didn't make little green apples. It don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime.
The song was performed by O.C. Smith, who's now a minister. While he's proud to be in such illustrious company, he says the win was not unexpected.
Little Green Apples was a very strong, beautiful love song, and I was not surprised that it won.
By this time, the Beatles weren't surprised about this 1968 award. Magical Mystery Tour lost as Album of the Year to Glenn Campbell.
By the time I get to Phoenix.
While the Beatles did turn up losers in many Grammy categories, they didn't need to feel too bad. After all, they had the love of their fans for the songs they sang that still live on today.
With a love like that, you know you should be glad.
Well, the Beatles can also be glad about the fact that they and other groups changed the face of popular music so radically that the Grammy Awards finally established a category for rock and roll in 1979. Don't you feel bad for the Fab Four?
I feel badly for the Rolling Stones, too. They never won one.
They never won a Grammy. But, you know, they finally established rock and roll, but they were very quick to establish a rap category in 1988. So,
Right.
And
So
so
we'll see what
kind of
happens
rocky
with that tonight.
Thanks,
Thanks, Lisa.